Hey, you guys, Gert here, your host of a Retro Movie Palace 70s, 80s, 90s movies. Boy, do we have something special for you today. Rocky IV. And we're going to take a look back at a classic. In the classic, of course, everybody remembers Drago. Now, look, your host is bald right now, wearing a hat. Back in the day when that movie came out, Drago's wearing a flat top. Flat tops were in. And, on campus, I was in college then, people refer to me as Drago sometimes, which got me hyped. Got me super hyped. Hope you guys are as well. Nick, are you hyped?
Hyped, I am Geert. In 1985, Sylvester Stallone directed and starred in the American sports drama film Rocky IV alongside Talia Shire, Burt Young, Carl Weathers, Brigitte Nielsen, and Dolph Lundgren. Filming commenced in 1984 across locations like Philadelphia, Wyoming, and Vancouver, marking Lundgren's American film debut. Stallone and Lundgren's genuine punches during fight scenes led to Stallone's admission to intensive care. The movie, a sequel to Rocky III, explores Cold War themes and premiered in Los Angeles on November 21, 1985, with a U.S. theatrical release on November 27th. The cast includes familiar series faces such as sportscaster Stu Nahan and the late Bill Baldwin, who Warner Wolf replaced as co-commentator. Brigitte Nielsen, Stallone's future wife, portrayed Drago's wife, Ludmilla, while Sylvia Meals reprised her role as Apollo Creed's wife, Mary Ann. The film also featured David Lloyd Austin, who portrayed the Soviet premier in the skybox, bearing a striking resemblance to Mikhail Gorbachev. Austin later played Gorbachev in The Naked Gun and other Russian characters in films. Before moving next, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So let's move to the plot summary. In 1985, a Russian guy named Ivan Drago came to the US with his wife Ludmilla, an Olympic swimmer, and several trainers from the Soviet Union and Cuba. Drago's manager, Nikolai Koloff, keeps bragging about how awesome Drago is to show off Soviet power. Then, Apollo Creed, a former heavyweight champ, gets all patriotic and challenges Drago to a fight. Feeling a bit unsure, Rocky agrees to help train Apollo for the big match. At this press conference, things get tense between Apollo's and Drago's crews. The fight goes down in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Hotel, and Apollo makes this big entrance with James Brown singing "Living in America," all flashy with showgirls. The fight starts slow with Apollo throwing punches that don't do much to Drago, but suddenly Drago hits back hard. By the end of the first round, Rocky and Apollo's trainer, Duke, practically beg Apollo to stop, but he refuses, saying not to stop the match no matter what. Drago keeps beating him in the second round, and Duke's begging Rocky to throw in the towel. But Rocky listens to Apollo and lets the fight continue. Sadly, Drago ends up killing Apollo in the ring. And to top it off, Drago shows zero remorse, telling the media, if he dies, he dies. Feeling frustrated by the Soviets' cold attitude, Rocky decides to take on Drago himself, but has to give up his championship for the chance. Drago's team agrees to an unsanctioned 15-round showdown in the Soviet Union on Christmas. Rocky heads there, leaving his wife Adrian behind since she's not on board with the idea. He sets up his training spot in a far-off cabin in Krasnogorbinsk with only Duke and Paulie by his side. Duke shares his belief that Rocky can win. Meanwhile, Drago goes for high-tech gear, a bunch of trainers, doctors monitoring every move, and some help from steroids. Rocky? He's doing old-school workouts in deep snow and using ancient farm equipment. Adrian surprises Rocky by showing up to show her support. Rocky walks into the arena, and the crowd isn't exactly cheering for him. It's more like a bunch of boos. On the flip side, Drago gets this big patriotic ceremony, and even the top Soviet leaders are there. Unlike his fight with Apollo, Drago doesn't waste time and starts attacking immediately. Rocky takes a real beating in the first round, but towards the end of the second, he throws this massive right hook that cuts Drago's eye. It shocks Drago and the whole crowd. During the break, Duke tells Rocky he's proven that the Russian is just a regular guy. Drago, on the other hand, grumbles to his trainers that Rocky's like a piece of iron after they scold him for not doing well against the weak American. As the relentless exchange of punches continues between Rocky and Drago, the unexpected happens. Rocky stands his ground against the formidable Russian despite Drago's best efforts. Surprisingly, the once hostile Russian crowd begins to cheer for the underdog. Koloff, Drago's manager, infuriated by this turn of events, faces a surprising rebellion from Drago himself, who throws Koloff out of the ring and declares that he now fights only for himself. The Soviet leaders look on in shock as Drago makes his bold statement. As the 12th round commences, both fighters, exhausted but determined, continue to trade blows. Rocky seizes an opportunity, landing a series of brutal hits that culminate in a decisive knockout, securing his revenge for Apollo's tragic death. The once antagonistic crowd now cheers for Rocky, a symbol of unexpected unity amid a fierce battle. Post-victory, Rocky takes center stage to deliver a heartfelt speech. He acknowledges the remarkable shift in the crowd's sentiment towards him, recognizing the shared intensity of the battle. In reflection, he shares, "During this fight, I've seen a lot of change in the way you feel about me and in the way I feel about you. In here, there were two guys killing each other, but I guess that's better than 20 million. He emphasizes the transformative power of the shared experience. The stoic Soviet premier reluctantly stands and claps, followed by his aides. Rocky concludes his speech by reaching out to his son, who watches the victory on TV, wishing him a Merry Christmas. With arms raised in triumph, Rocky revels in the crowd's cheers, leaving an indelible mark on the once divided audience and embodying the universal theme of change and unity. A box office triumph across generations. Rocky IV, released in 1985, left a lasting impact on the cultural landscape and became a colossal success at the box office. Grossing an impressive $300 million worldwide, it is the highest-grossing film in the Rocky franchise. In the United States, it secured the third highest-grossing film spot in 1985, while globally, it claimed the second highest-grossing position for the same year. The film's financial triumph is a testament to its widespread appeal, resonating with domestic and international audiences. Furthermore, Rocky IV's enduring popularity across generations is evident in its recognition as a cultural icon of the 1980s. The movie's universal themes, intense training montages, and memorable characters have transcended time, capturing the hearts of multiple generations and solidifying its place as a cinematic classic. Review 1, a nostalgic knockout, 4.5/5. Rocky IV, the 1985 gem, brings back the magic of the underdog tale that captured hearts in the original. Stallone's dedication shines as he choreographs a gripping boxing match with Lundgren, even landing in the hospital for authenticity. The training montages are iconic, and Stallone's peak physicality adds to the film's appeal. Despite minimal character development, the universal underdog spirit makes it the most entertaining in the series, earning a well-deserved 4.5/5. Review 2, flag-waving fun, 4/5. In the ultimate David versus Goliath tale, Rocky IV delivers a roller coaster of entertainment. Draped in patriotism, the film breaks records with a thrilling final about Russia. While lacking realism, it's a captivating story that flies by in an hour and a half. It scores a solid 4/5 with iconic moments and a timeless message. Review 3, 80s montage magic, 4.5/5. Considered a peak in the franchise, Rocky IV blends 80s popcorn flick excitement with emotional depth. The introduction of Ivan Drago and Apollo's death adds emotional weight, while the soundtrack becomes iconic. Silly at times, the film resonates emotionally, earning 4.5/5 for its drama, music, and the invincible spirit of Rocky. Review 4, short, sweet, and impactful, 4/5. Despite its shorter runtime, Rocky IV packs a punch with drama, great music, and an intimidating villain. The 80s vibes and emotional storyline create a feel-good experience, instilling a sense of taking on the world while maintaining a heart of gold. It deserves a solid 4/5 for its impact in a compact package. Review 5, political punch and life lessons, 4.5/5. Taking a political turn, Rocky IV explores the Cold War and détente, adding depth to the aging characters. The incredible soundtrack, impactful directing, and over-the-top newcomers create an enjoyable experience. In 90 minutes, it teaches valuable life lessons often missed by Hollywood, earning a commendable 4.5 out of 5. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.